How to post on LinkedIn. So, as you can see right now, I'm pretty active on LinkedIn. I'm reaching 16,000 followers pretty soon. I post daily on the platform with a lots of posts. And when you think about this, LinkedIn is pretty fantastic because last year alone, it generated me thousands of leads. It's representing about 30% of my total leads. So that's pretty huge to know how to post content on LinkedIn. There's other stuff to generate leads with it, but posting is a big part of it. So the first thing when I post on LinkedIn is that I don't use the regular post section of LinkedIn. So you saw here, I have something on the left hand side right there. It's called Autodop, and I use this software to help me with the copywriting of my post. Because when it comes to LinkedIn, the most important thing about your LinkedIn post is the hook. And if you don't have a good hook, you're pretty much screwed because the hook is 90% of your post is like you clicking on this YouTube video to see it. Like the thumbnail and the title of the video is very important. And so for that, like when you do your copywriting, you want it to be adapted for mobile and also for desktop because when you write a post, so let me write a bunch of stuff there. You see, you have the read more button, and the read more button will be different and will interact different, behave differently depending if you're on desktop or mobile. So to me, like using Autoderp is pretty good. It's not sponsored, but it's just so good to use it. And then from there, I've done many different types of posts. So when you post on LinkedIn, what you don't want is your audience to become bored with your post. So for that, I do different types of posts on LinkedIn, and I'm going to show you right now the type of post I do to grow on the platform, but also to generate more leads. The first types of posts that I really appreciate are LinkedIn carousels. You see LinkedIn carousels, I got tons of engagement right there, tons of impressions, generating me signups for my SaaS, breakcold.com. Check this out. Essentially, LinkedIn carousels are pretty much slides where you giving value to people about processes, about tech stacks, other. And the thing to make your LinkedIn carousels succeed is that here it has been removed by Autodesk, but essentially the more people and software you tag on your post, the more companies or people you tag on your post, the better it will be for your LinkedIn post to work, especially when you're starting with a small audience. Because when you don't have an audience, nobody knows you, nobody follows what you're doing. And so by tagging people in your post in a smart way, don't just do it like aggressively. It should be logic. You should like almost plug them to make them to put them on a pedestal so that they look good and so they will support your post. So that is a first strategy and the first type of post I do LinkedIn carousels once to two times a week. And yeah, when it comes to the reach, it's the best performing post that I have on LinkedIn. The second type of post that I do a lot are video posts, especially vertical videos, because you see, like when it comes to videos like LinkedIn, in the last couple of months, in 2024, so right now in 2025, they released a new section that is very much like TikTok, where it's like an infinite scroll where you can see videos in a vertical format but also horizontal. But horizontal people, they don't give a f about it. And so videos are very, very powerful if you can manage to make videos outside, because most people when they do videos, they are in their house, they are in the apartment. So straight away when your videos are outside, like this one, it was at the restaurant and we were talking about B2B, like this kind of thing, it just crush. So video post, I do 1 to 3 videos per week. So that's pretty huge. And then the other type of posts I do the most. So LinkedIn carousels, then videos, and then text plus image. Why I don't do just text? Because I think it's harder to do really interested text posts, and so to me it's just easier to use images. And in that regard, I don't like do handmade images, like beautiful stuff design. I'm not a designer, so my image, my picture text posts are just with like like screenshots essentially. So by using screenshots, it's actually very good because LinkedIn is shifting the algorithm to is to watch time. And watch time is essentially the fact that the longer people stay on your post, the better it will be for your reach. That's why LinkedIn carousels are so good, because people, what they do is that they need to swipe to see the value in your carousel. So it's watch time, but it's forced watch time. But if you do images with a screenshot, they need to stop to digest the screenshot, to read it. So, for example, if you do a screenshot about an email conversation you had with a lead, a prospect, or someone that insulted you, I don't know, like I've done that, and it works very well because people are getting interested in the post. And so your watch time will just skyrocket. And you see here, I just had 54 likes on that post, but with just 54 likes, I had like 20,000 impressions. I will show you on LinkedIn directly. After like yeah, it was 12 days ago, so maybe I can find it on my LinkedIn. So let's go there actually. So let's go to my profile. Right now I'm recording that next to Christmas, so not that many reach. So let me actually go right there. So yeah, we have it here right there. So you see LinkedIn carousels, they give a pretty good reach. You see, only 53 likes. So you see above was a video. I got 65 likes, but only 4,000 impressions. Because, like people, they stop by, maybe they like, maybe they watch 20 seconds, they leave, goodbye. But then text plus image, just 53 likes. But the content of both the screenshot and the text, that is pretty long, to be fair. I almost reached the limit of 3,000 characters. Like, it was so interesting that the reach was massive. And so when you think about LinkedIn posts, to post good content on LinkedIn, it's all about storytelling. So the copywriting is good hook, but when it comes to the content, you see, like it's like big paragraphs. It's not like something that is very, very well crafted with like a lot of line breaks. It's pretty raw, but it works. It works very well. And if I show you like my copywriting on the other post, you see it's a bit structured, but at the end of the day, like it's not exceptional. So I think when it comes to the copywriting, you should not overthink and listen to too much gurus about it. I think you should just focus super heavily on the hook, because again, 90% of your post, and if your content is actually interesting, whether it's a video or a text post or a carousel, people will care about it. But that's the only formula that works with LinkedIn. So make sure to use at least a software or something that is free for to preview your LinkedIn post, and you will be fine. If you don't want to pay for a tool just to preview your LinkedIn post, at breakcold we run a sales CRM, but we also build free tools for you on our landing page, and we've built for you this LinkedIn post preview generator. And essentially it's absolutely free. You don't need to sign up to our software. And essentially, as you can see, you can preview how your LinkedIn post gonna look like depending of if you're using mobile or desktop, etc. And yeah, absolutely free. So make sure to check out breakcold.com and check our tools and to use it, because we have thousands of people using it every single day. Cheers, bye.